Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live.
Habari Live.
From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
I don't know why I'll just fix it when we get home.
Okay.
Yo, what's up? Habari Live Wednesday. Let's get it going. Another episode today. We'll be talking about the craziness, man, that went down today with the hearing with Pam Bondi, and just the strategy of the Trump administration to make any hearing that anyone that's from the Trump cabinet is called to Congress, that they make it a fight and a battle. We saw Percent, we saw Bondi do this before. We also saw whatever her name is that runs the DHS. I forget, I can't think of her name right now. But anyway, we had her.
Kristi Noem. Yeah,
Kristi Noem. We had her go in and use the same strategy. Battle, fight. You know, they had a playbook of things to say to the people that was going to ask them questions.
Right. Instead
of answering the questions, they just come back with battles and fights and trying to tell the Democrats something that they did. And you were in Venezuela in 1989. Where were you? Like, it's so dumb, dog. It's so dumb. You're called to Congress to answer questions about the job that you're doing. You are being held accountable for what you're doing by the American people. That's why they have these hearings. And what Pam Bondi is doing, acting a fool, throwing just disgusting stuff, man. And Pam Bondi is such a disgusting person. She thinks she looks cool, man, but she looks like a fucking idiot and a disgraceful piece of shit person. She think that shit makes her look cool because she can go back and say, look what I did, Mr. Trump. She works for the American people, not Trump. Not Trump. Trump is not the person that she's supposed to be making sure that they are okay with her job. But all these people think they work for Trump directly while taking our tax dollars and putting it in their fucking pocket. Now, first we're gonna go over the top news so far this week with Aisha. Let's get it going.
That's right. Good evening. I'm Aisha, and this is what we're tracking today. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs has signed legislation changing the state's primary election date ahead of the 2026 cycle. Supporters are saying that the move will streamline the election calendar and improve voter access, while critics are arguing that it could impact campaign timelines and candidate strategy. Election officials are now preparing for the updated schedule. So the primary has moved from August 4th to July 21st, and the deadline for candidates to submit their signatures has moved from April 6th to March 23rd.
I don't really see any significance in this. Whatever. As long as it's not impeding people's ability to vote, I don't have a problem with it. It's just whatever. I don't really think it's a big deal. Some people were making a big deal out of it, but I just think it's a way to get the process rolling quicker and getting things going a little faster. So that's fine.
Yeah, I agree for the most part. In a significant ruling, a court has struck down certain Arizona abortion restrictions. The decision marks another chapter in the ongoing legal battle that political representative advocates have been fighting for in the state's rights. Legal analysts say that the ruling could reshape how future legislation is written and challenged. What do you think?
It's going to challenge how future legislate. Okay. I'm not sure how I would challenge that. What exactly is the change?
They're basically saying they struck down the bill that was supposed to put a ban on abortion access, the pill,
Mm-hmm.
and women going to get it online through an online physician.
An online physician.
You know, like your telehealth physician, you don't have, like nowadays we have telehealth medicine. You can virtually see a provider and get the medication that you're needing
How you gonna get
mailed
an
to you.
abortion online? I don't understand what the hell. I don't get it.
You have the medication shipped to you, mailed to you.
No. Well, I mean, they're trying to take that away from people.
And the court struck it down.
Oh, good. I mean, I just don't. I mean, I don't understand the fight over abortion, but that's what Republicans care about nowadays. It's dumb, and at least Arizona was able to make sure that all those dumbass laws don't come here. They tried, but it didn't work, and I'm happy from that. What's up, Deshaun? From Metropolitan Detention
Metropolitan.
Center. Okay.
I'm guessing
up,
that's what
man?
that's what's supposed to say.
Yeah, when I say Metropolis, yeah, yeah, it's just the way he spelled it. Metropolitan. Okay, I guess it's right. Metro. I don't know. Whatever. What up, dog? Anyway, next story.
Moving on. Arizona voters may ultimately decide the fate of the state's controversial voucher program for schools. Critics are arguing that the program diverts funding from public schools, while supporters are saying that it gives families expanded educational choice. While lawmakers and advocacy groups are already mobilizing ahead of what could become a high profile ballot issue, I just want to note that this measure has been voted against several times by the voters in Arizona already.
Yeah, the voucher program is dumb. It's just dumb. It's just stupid. It's a stupid program. It's dumb. It's the reason why Arizona sucks in education. We already sucked. Then we put this in place and we suck even more. It's so stupid. If you care about your community, you would put money. What's up, Shelly Gordon? Happy Black History Month. We would put money into the schools. People in this city think it's cool to say, well, that school isn't doing what I want to. I'll just go to a new one. Nah, man.
But how involved are you in that school?
Exactly. What are you doing to make the school better? What are you doing to make the community better? What are you doing to fight for funding for that school to make sure the school is getting the funding that it needs? Like everybody's just giving up. Oh, I'm just going to go to the schools where it's good. Let's go and give more money to other schools that's already doing well. Let's give money to private schools and people who already were putting their kids into private school. Let's do that. It's dumb. It's dumb stuff. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's dumb. I just don't get it. We already, the way that schools are funded, it's dumb already. It's dumb. Why would you use the property value? Was that on purpose? Because it doesn't make any sense. What happens to the places that have lower property values? Right. They have lower quality schools.
Yep.
Why wouldn't the money just go into a big pile and everyone get even access to this schooling, this money for schooling?
Right.
For everyone can have the same schools, and the schools could be held to a certain degree of accomplices.
And if the schools are better than that, then the parents are being more involved in providing extra donations.
Right. It's going to go off, like I'm saying, property taxes. It should not just be, the property taxes of this neighborhood pays for this school. All the property taxes go into one pile. They make sure that all the schools get funded evenly. Some places are going to have higher property taxes than others because you're in a better neighborhood. So the people that live in the ghetto and the projects, their school is going to be ass because they live in the ghetto and the projects. I mean, that is not fair. That is just setting people up to fail, because if you come from a poor area, then you're going to have a poor school. Instead of people fighting for the schools, doing what they can to make sure the school is better, they can just get up and leave and go to a new school and leave all the people who are struggling. It's dumb. It's a dumb system, and we need to do more to make sure that schools are funded properly. Now, right now in Arizona, we got people who are homeschooling their kids, taking funding, billions of dollars, buying TVs. You know, the Republicans love to talk about fraud. We have no one checking on homeschooling. There's no one making sure that homeschooling or schools are meeting certain qualifications. They're not passing certain standards. None of these things. We're not making sure that there is no oversight. No oversight at all when it comes to homeschooling. You know the oversight that public school sees. Everybody's in every cent of every dollar that they're spending. But we're going to go hand the money to some person who's homeschooling and telling us she got 10 kids. We ain't even prove it. We don't even ask them to prove it. This is craziness. The schools and the projects hire teachers without a degree. What are you talking about? No, they have less funding, dog. They have less funding. They have worse and older textbooks. They have a horrible schools where they can't even afford most of the programs. It's not the same. If the schools in poor areas are always underperforming because they get less funds. I don't understand what you're talking about. The schools with better fundings can give their kids laptops. They can give their kids a better outcome. And you know that. You're going to sit here and ask, it's not the same textbooks. The poor schools, they have textbooks from decades ago because they can't afford to get new books. You don't care about the poor and what they're going through. Long as the rich areas are doing fine. Is that it?
No, we got a few more here.
If you want, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because you're struggling.
I am struggling today. Anywho, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions, defeating the New England Patriots 29-13 at Levi Stadium. Seattle's defense forced multiple turnovers, including a critical fourth quarter interception return for a touchdown that shifted momentum for good. As for the halftime show, fans are calling it one of the night's biggest highlights, with social media lighting up during the performance immediately after the final whistle. What did you think about this year's Super Bowl performance?
Super Bowl was fine, man. I didn't have a problem with it. I'm not a loser to sit around crying about other people and other cultures. You know, it was fine. If it wasn't for me, it was for others. You know, I mean, that's the thing that I hate about this country. People think everything has to be about them. Like, it's not about you. It's about other people's culture. There's other cultures, you know, besides yours in America. There's a certain group of people who think that their culture is the only one that matters. What's up, Ryan? And that's the part that's crazy. I grew up in a predominantly black school district in 6th grade and then moved to a predominantly white. And I could tell you the education curriculum was worse. I went to an all black school and I've went to an all white school. And I can tell you it's definitely different. Just the funding, the things that we were able to do with the money that's going into these better schools. You know, they trying to tell us that it's no difference when I've went to both. So I know the difference. I know the difference in a school that doesn't get to go any goddamn where and a school that does. I know the difference. Tom, I live in a small southern Indiana. What does it say? Can you put it on the screen, please? Tom, I live in a small town in southern Indiana. In our town, they do hire teachers for full-time teaching positions. But I mean, if who allowed that though? If that's what they're doing, because that's ridiculous if they're allowing teachers to become teachers without degrees.
Right.
Like what? Why are they doing that? How would that's like the blind leading the blind? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. That's just crazy. Why would you? I mean, Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. For you can pay them less. You don't want to get people that's less qualified.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. What else?
Lastly, this week or thus far, President Donald Trump has reportedly pulled National Guard forces after losing a series of court battles tied to the deployment. Legal disputes centered around executive authority and state federal jurisdiction. The move comes amid broader discussions about the limits of presidential power and the role of our court system.
Your code is just, man, I can't understand most of what you're saying. What did you say, man?
Trump pulled the National Guard
Oh, okay.
because he lost in court.
All right. Yeah, man. It's been, quietly stated that the National Guard was removed from Chicago, Washington D.C., and Oregon. Can you take that comment down? He hasn't really spoke on it, but everyone talked about how great it was that he was putting soldiers and National Guard in the Democratic cities. I'm just happy they're gone. Just bye-bye. He's lost court case after court case, asking them to take his National Guard out of the cities. And he lost them all, and now he's finally removed them. And it's a win for normal people. Crime was down before Trump even got in office, man. Crime was down last year, and you guys didn't want to hear it. Y'all just wanted to sit there and scream that crime was up, even though every city was saying crime was down. I am not giving it to him. Sorry. While he was going around saying crime is at the highest, everyone was saying, no, crime is going down. Crime is going down. We're not giving it to him.
He wasn't listening.
He come in office talking about crime is at an all-time high, because that's the type of shit that gets y'all to vote, because y'all think people running around killing people. Crime has been going down for the last 3 years. And I am not giving it to Trump. And y'all trying y'all best. Oh, crime is down. Because he had the National Guard in 3 cities. That makes crime down across 50 states. Oh, that's amazing. I ain't giving him shit. Fuck out of here. That's stupid as fuck. Not going to fall for that stupid shit. Crime has been going down since the pandemic ended. We had a little spike during the pandemic, but crime has been going down since the change of the century, man. We're nowhere near where we were in the 90s and the 80s. It's a different time. I don't want to talk to nobody, man. Hang it up. Yeah, so I'm not sure, man, what's going on with that. But it's definitely not that. Crime is not. What policy did Trump put in place to make crime lower? Just tell me that. Run that by me. What policy? Putting the National Guard in the cities where they can stand around and mow people's lawn and do landscaping? That made crime lower? People and governors and mayors have been doing things to make things better, especially in Chicago, Maryland, and all these other places. Lowest since. Free thoughted. What policy did Trump put in place to help lower crime in cities? Tell me that. Not just saying the lowest since 1900. Like, no, it's not. Like this dumb shit. What policy did Trump put in place to lower crime? Just talking is not it. MAGA files are the worst of the worst. Imagine hating immigrants more than pedophiles. What is the right really? Hey, man, they're lost. They let racism rule their everything. They'll do anything to protect this dude. The accusations he has, like I said last week, if anyone else had them, they would have been impeached. Fast. Really fast. But anyway, optics alone of the National Guard can deter people from evaluating risk, but they were only in 3 cities. So that has nothing to do with the rest of America. The National Guard was in Chicago, Washington, D.C., and in Portland. How did that so the people were like, man, the National Guard is in Chicago. I shouldn't do anything in St. Louis. What? I shouldn't commit crime in St. Louis because the National Guard is in Chicago. You know, illegals do not commit a lot of crime. I know you guys love to blame them for everything, but they commit a lot less crime than Americans. So thinking that, and also Trump has only got rid of 14% of the people he's got rid of are criminals. Only 14%. So you're wrong again. If crime has been down, America would not have been destroyed. What?
America has not been destroyed.
So America's destroyed right now? The richest country in the world is destroyed? Okay. FBI captured more top 10 in 1 year. Oh my God. So you think the FBI top 10 are the people that's making crime high in the cities? Man, just stop talking, bro. You're just saying ridiculous things that makes no sense and has no correlation to crime. Sorry. So, man, let's get to this. We're going to talk about Pam Bondi. Before we talk about this lady, let's run a couple clips from this garbage that this lady had going on today. First, let's play Pam Bondi arriving to her hearing and being heckled as she walks in.
Bondi, you are a disgrace to the American people. You protect pedophiles and systematic.
Mm-hmm. You hear that? Protecting pedophiles. And that's what she's doing. Protecting. You can't bring me back?
I hit the button.
Okay.
It just had a delay.
Mm-hmm. By my logic, crime should by the logic that Trump used to get into office, he used the logic that crime was up, but crime was already going down when he came in office. But people like you don't read and just listen to Trump. So now that crime is still down and he's trying to take a victory lap for something that happened under Biden, no, I'm not giving it to him. I'm not giving it to him. And like I said, I didn't even give it to Biden because he didn't do anything to make crime less that I can think of. I just know that governors and mayors in these cities have been doing what it takes to make crime better in their states and cities. All right, so next we're going to play another clip that I think is Negus versus Pam Bondi. Let's play this one.
Under which PIN was created was Gerald Ford. It was created after Watergate. I'm not asking a question, Madam Attorney General. The administration under which it was created was Gerald Ford. When you first started as the Attorney General of the United States, there were 35 people working in that office. There are now 2 people working in that office because you have gutted it. How many people work for the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team in the criminal division today?
Can I answer the question about PIN?
I've asked you a question. How many
You've
people
asked
work?
me a question, but you don't
How
want
many
the answer.
people work
I'm not
for the
gonna answer your
National
questions the way you
Cryptocurrency
want.
Enforcement Team? You won't answer how many
I'll
people?
answer PIN.
You.
PIN will not be
you know what?
weaponized.
You know what?
What's
Madam
funny
Attorney
about
General,
this?
I'll say to the chairman.
What's funny about
Chairman,
this?
you know what the answer is? And I think I
What's
understand
funny
why the
about
Attorney General
this?
does not want to answer the question. Because you eliminated the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team last year. So I understand why you don't want to tell the American people who works there.
Yeah, I
no one
understand
works
why
there
you don't want to
anymore,
talk about
Madam
Mohammed
Attorney
Solomon
General.
in
So,
your district.
In any event,
who
I would
murdered
just-
people.
Mr. Chairman, will you stop the clock so his time is not wasted by the
I've
witness?
been very generous with allowing extra time when we have these little disputes.
I understand.
You got the time, Mr. Goose.
I might as well ask the chairman these questions.
I'd be happy
because
to
what
answer some of your questions.
what's profound, the questions I've
Profound?
asked,
The crime in
questions
your
I've
district.
asked, Mr. Chairman, are not trick questions. Oh my God. They're not gotcha questions. They're actually basic questions about how the Department of Justice functions and the unwillingness of this Attorney General to answer them in good faith. When a member of Congress asks how many people work at the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team and the Attorney General refuses to answer it, It is not a coincidence. It's because she eliminated the team. Why? Because her boss, the President of the United States, is making money hand over fist, $1.4 billion over the course of the last year through cryptocurrency holdings. I think what is happening at the Department of Justice is a disgrace, Mr. Chairman, and I would urge you to gain control of this hearing. With that, I yield back to balance my time.
Jim Jordan did a horrible job today. He let her go in there and just talk crazy to everybody. What about crime in your city? What about crime in your area? What about Muhammad? Like, dude, this girl is ridiculous. And she needs to be impeached and removed from her fucking job. She's not doing a good job. She is trash. Pam Bondi is garbage. They think it looks cool for her to go in there and yell and scream at everybody and not answer any questions that's putting forward to her. She won't answer anything. Could you imagine how Republicans would be acting if a Democrat did this? You know what they'd be doing. Their heads would be exploding on Fox News. The fact that Pam Bondi has no respect for Congress, for the government, for the American people, for anyone. Like you said, man, pedo protector, man. And they won't do anything to bring these people to account. She's garbage. Horrible, 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 horrible. Today was just ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it, man. They'll do anything to protect anything to protect these pedos. Dude asking her questions about crypto. What are you going to do? What's going on with crypto? And we know how crypto is a big fucking scam. But Trump is rolling all in it. He's making dough with crypto. He doesn't want anybody to be able to regulate or put regulations in. So they just fire everybody from the crypto protection team. Anybody that's trying to help keep people from getting bent over by fraud. They love to talk about fraud, but every time you look at these people, they are doing everything to make it easier to make people more fraudulent. They do everything they can to make it easier to rip people off. The Consumer Protection Group, gone, gutted. Consumer Protections, they gutted it. And you people, you Trumpers, well, we don't need any protections. They took away consumer protections. They take away protection from cryptocurrency. They're taking away all of our protections from fraud while telling you that Somali people are horrible because they stole some money. And then letting out pardoning fraudulent people after fraudulent person. It's ridiculous. Why isn't anyone talking about Trump being on fire on foreign policy? Oh, my goodness. He's on fire. Yes, he's on fire if you're saying that he's doing a horrible job because he's burning down all of our fucking friendships with every country that's been built since 1945. He just tried to block a bridge from Canada to America. He has made every one of our friends hate us even more. If that's what you're calling on fire, then I agree. He is burning it down. Burning down NATO. Burning down every successful trade negotiation that we've had for decades. Burning it all down. Terrible job. He's horrible. The worst negotiator I've seen in my fucking existence. I've never seen anyone that has great trade and just fucks it all up in a year. Now our trade deals are just trash. It's trash, dude. It's trash. He is the worst. The art of no deal. 90 deals in 90 days. He got 8. Nothing. He's trash. Now next we're going to play this next video. We're going to go to the top one. Bondi %.
president, in fact, did know about his ties because he was the next door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes. This is pathetic. This is pathetic, Mr.
Committee will be in
Chair.
order.
I am not asking trick questions here. The American people have a right to know the answers to this. These are senior officials in the Trump administration. This is not a game, Secretary.
I'm Attorney General.
My apologies, I couldn't tell.
That's real.
She said, my bad.
Couldn't tell because she's acting like a fucking fool. Her mission is to not answer one question for the job that she is supposed to be doing for the American people. She's just going to fight back and yell at them and tell them what job that they're doing in their district. That's her fucking plan.
Thanks, taking notes.
Appreciate you, brother. $5. They took only Epstein, possibly off him in 2019, and haven't interviewed or arrested the elites to avoid squealers. Now they are all in the admin. That is real. All of the people who did everything to protect Epstein in Florida is in Trump's cabinet.
Yep.
Now, the MAGA, they don't care. They just want to hold everyone else to account. Anyone else. I heard a dude talk, well, Jay-Z was in the files. Like, this how crazy they are. Anyone they'll bring up. Anything. It's come out that this guy, Trump, supposedly is in the rest of the files that needs to be redacted. This dude's name is in the files 1 million times, they say. At first it was 38,000. Now it's coming out that this dude's name is in there 1 million times. And they're sitting around pointing at everyone else and won't answer a single question about what's going on with Trump. They're subpoenaing the Clintons. They're doing everything. And Ghislaine Maxwell, she's in there asking for a pardon. She says, hey, I need a pardon. A pardon. If you want me to say that Trump didn't do anything, she already knows she has Trump by the balls.
Yep.
She already's been moved to a cushy prison. And y'all are still behind this dude. Like, what do you need? I know it wouldn't matter. You can see him in pictures with little girls, butt naked, and you still would vote for him and make excuses. Anything to not be wrong. Now let's go versus the first one, Bondi versus Nadler.
How many of Epstein's co-conspirators have you indicted? How many perpetrators are you even investigating?
First, you showed it. I find it.
How many have you indicted?
Excuse me. I'm going to answer the question.
Answer my question.
No, I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No,
Your
you're going to answer the
theatrics are
question the way I
ridiculous.
asked it.
Chairman Jordan, I'm not going to get in the gutter with these people, but I'm going to answer the question.
How many have you indicted?
Again, the time belongs to
Reclaiming my time.
The time belongs.
I think it's very interesting.
My time.
I think it's very interesting.
And you can
when
reclaim
he
your
talks
time.
about they
Jordan is
indicted
doing a
him.
horrible job.
The president said they indicted him twice.
Mr. Chairman, please
They
stop the
sure
clock
did.
and stop the clock and restore his time.
Okay, here we go with these
Committee will be in order.
theatrics.
The time belongs to the gentleman from New York. We will give you a few more seconds. We will do that. But when you ask a question, the witness gets to answer. You may not like the answer, but she gets to answer.
The question was, how many of Epstein's...
They don't like the answer, Chairman,
my time.
because it's honest. So he asked a 4-minute question.
Restore 45 seconds.
I am
Give
going
me a
to
damn number.
answer.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch. Not on our time. No way. And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me
Yeah, I
anything,
did tell you because we saw what you did in the Senate.
You're a lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will be in order.
Time, and I should get back at least 45 seconds.
We will give you a few more seconds. I said that already.
45 seconds.
Okay, I'm timing right now, Mr. Nadler. Go
All
right.
right.
My time. The answer to my question, how many of Epstein's co-conspirators has she indicted, is 0.
Man, you don't have to play the next one
Zero.
because it's already the same one. All right, man, go through them again. I played that. Don't have to do that one. All right, that's it. Oh, man, that display was sad. Jim Jordan did a horrible job of holding them and making her shut the fuck up. She thinks that she can bully people and talk trash to the people who are trying to hold her to account for the job that she is doing. I don't care if he's a fucking fossil. She was supposed to answer the fucking questions.
With a number.
It's ridiculous, man. She won't answer anything. She did this the last time she was up there.
She did that shit all day today.
Won't do anything. Won't answer anything. Just want to fight and tell them, well, you're not doing this in your district. Like what? I'm not the one that's at the hearing. You are.
The way I want to answer.
Ridiculous, dog, how she was acting, man. It was ridiculous. It's nasty. I wish she could be removed. I think she can be removed, but it takes a certain amount of votes in Congress or the Senate or both. She needs to be removed, man. This lady is ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. I've never seen anything so nasty the way this thing is things are going right now. I don't get it. Like she's playing the victim. While she's protecting pedophiles and they're redacting information that's not supposed to be redacted. They're supposed to remove all the redactions except those that were victims. But what have they done? They left the victim information out there for people can see. And they redacted all the rich motherfuckers that they're trying to protect. It's disgusting stuff, man. Disgusting. And I just don't understand why so many people are fucking protecting these people. What questions didn't Biden answer? What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all always talk, well, what about? I bet you that's what you did when you was a kid. You did something, and what about Brad? He did it too. Fucking tattletale. Take responsibility for your person that you fucking voted for, and he's in there bullshitting right now. And all y'all can do is, well, Obama, well, Biden, well, man, shut the fuck up. I'm sick of y'all, man. Been talking about Obama for 10 fucking years. I'm so sick of it, dude. I'm done listening to you motherfuckers. It makes zero sense the shit y'all be saying. You're protecting this guy. He has so much going on in the fucking Epstein files. Y'all was yelling and screaming how much you wanted these fucking files. Thanks, brother. We appreciate you, Ryan. Man, dude, dog, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I mean, tonight we're going to dig into the story flying under the radar, man. Not much. But the massive consequences for the 2026 midterms, man, the voter rolls, the federal power, and a raid that has people asking some very serious questions. And we only talk about this. I wanted to take a deep dive, but I'm just going to talk about this for a few moments. Because over the last few weeks, we've seen the Trump administration push states to turn over voter data, courts green lighting subpoenas for year-old ballots, and now the FBI is seizing hundreds of boxes of election materials from Fulton County, Georgia. The question is simple, but the answer is not. Is this about transparency or control? And I want you all to notice the pattern in the cities Trump keeps naming, that the people can't count the votes in Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Detroit. And we know what this is. Predominantly black cities, they can't count the votes in their areas, is what he say. If they can't count them, we're going to get someone to come in and count them. You're not going to win in these areas. I'm not sure why you think you're going to win in these areas. You got 75% of the black vote against you when it comes to men, 90% against you when it comes to black women. What is the problem that you think that you're supposed to win in these areas? Black people are against you. We are not for Trump. But he thinks, oh, they're cheating in Detroit. I should be winning there. Are you kidding me? You should be happy you got the percentage of black men that you have, which is ridiculous that so many of them are for you. Most blacks voted for Trump. You're wrong, my love. You're wrong. You're wrong. Was that Lance? Petty. You're wrong, Lance Petty. Sorry. You're wrong. 100% wrong. 90% of black women voted for Kamala. 75% of black men voted for Kamala. Sorry, you're wrong. Republicans never get the bulk of the black vote. Never, ever. This is too much. The fact that they got 30% of black men is insane to me.
Right.
This is the most they've gotten since the 60s. You are wrong. What are you talking about? Black people vote Democrat. You know, that's why they call it the plantation. We don't vote for no fucking KKK members from Republican side. So stop saying that. Go read something. Go Google it for you can read something for you can learn for a minute. But, you know, he never points to rural counties, suburban precincts, or overwhelmingly white areas when talking about elections that can't be trusted. It's always the same targets. That's not random bullshit. It's another racist fucking trope from Trump. A long-standing tactic. Delegitimize black political power. Learn history and you think I don't know the history, dog? This shows you how fucking stupid you gotta be, my brother. Like, you are past dumb. I don't like disrespecting people, but you gotta be dumb as fuck to come on here talking about if I learn the history. Like, I don't know history. We all know. I am so sick of Republicans coming on here talking about what Democrats used to be. Let's talk about what you are today, okay? And then y'all love bringing up Robert Byrd. He was a former KKK member who stopped being in the KKK and became a Democrat. He wasn't in the KKK anymore. He renounced his membership and went and worked with a party that has a lot of black people and put up the first black president ever. While Republicans are 90% white men. And you're going to tell me that they're the racist? Y'all crazy, man. There's one black Republican. One black Republican. One.
He got left out of the governor's meeting.
No, that's a governor. I'm talking about a senator. I think Tim Scott or Congressman Tim Scott is. The only black one. One. Now, the black political power, by framing it as corrupt, incompetent, or criminal, we've seen this playbook before, and every time is used to justify voter suppression under the language of integrity. Because what's happening right now isn't just a legal dispute, it's a test of how far federal power can go into state elections, run elections, and whether past elections are being used as a justification to shape future ones. And if this feels familiar, that's because it should feel familiar, because this is what Trump has done every fucking time. He is trying his best to make people feel they have no confidence in our election. And that is what authoritarian people do. Authoritarian leaders do this. How many people that's black that works in the Congress and Senate? Well, you have Clyburn, you have Jeffries, you have dude I couldn't remember the other day. What's his name? You have plenty black people. Plenty black people in charge. King Jeffrey already said him. Then the one from New Jersey, Cory Booker from New Jersey. There's way more. We have old girl from Texas, Jasmine Crockett. We have black people that are in power when it comes to the Democratic Party. One in Republican. So you can just stop it. What just happened in Fulton County, man? And like I said, Georgia, the site of the endless 2020 election conspiracies, a judge has now ordered the county to comply with subpoenas demanding election materials from that race. That judge is Robert C.I. McBurney. On December 22nd, 25, McBurney ruled that Georgia State Election Board has the authority to subpoena 2020 election records, even if the request appears, in his words, stale or politically motivated. That matters because those subpoenas demand hundreds of boxes of materials, ballots, ballot images, signatures, envelopes, digital voting records, all from an election that courts have already upheld repeatedly. And Fulton County told the court something important. They said complying could cost nearly $400,000 tax money dollars to retrieve, review, and reproduce these records for nothing, because they've already been done I don't know how many times. So this isn't casual crest. This is a massive operation, and the judge didn't fucking stop it. And that is the bullshit that we are dealing with right now. Now, let's get back to this Bondi versus Congress. Epstein files, the redactions, and a hearing that went off the rails. We saw the videos. We saw everything, man. And it's pretty ridiculous what we saw, man. Pretty ridiculous. I'm sick to my stomach after watching Pam Bondi today.
Yeah.
Just disgusting stuff, man. I just I don't understand. I don't care what color the judge was. He was also a Trump inserted judge also. I don't give a fuck what color he is. He's wrong. He's wrong. Does that fucking matter? President Trump closed the border. That's all you wanted in life was the border closed? That's what your life. Where you live at? I bet you live nowhere near the fucking border. Why do you care so much? I don't understand why you people care about the border so much. I live in Arizona. We're on the border. And people here don't even give a fuck. But you got motherfuckers all the way in fucking Iowa talking about how much they don't watch they don't like the border. Nowhere near it. It's ridiculous. Don't matter to me, man, because every shit already the state I live in is already 50% Mexican. So it don't matter to me. Y'all the people that care about it and so worried about Mexicans. I don't give a fuck. They live here. They're my neighbors. They're here. I don't care. They don't fucking bother me. Y'all don't even see them, and you have a problem with them. That's the craziness. Don't even know an immigrant, right? Haven't even seen one and hate them. But this story today is heavy. It's emotional and it's political all at once. Fucking Attorney General Pam Bondi went before the House Judiciary Committee today, February 11, 2002, saying what happened was less oversight hearing and more full-blown shouting matches. The topic, the Department of Justice handling of the Epstein case files, especially how names were redacted and how some victims' information was allegedly exposed. And after all these years, so many people still, like the powerful, are being protected. And the DOJ is doing everything they can to protect these fucking pedos in these files. Lincoln Riley, man, y'all are losers, dude. Straight up. Y'all are the biggest losers ever. Losers. All the school shootings, all the people that get shot at schools by white men, y'all don't care. One immigrant kill a white girl. Oh my God, Lincoln Riley. Y'all are the most ridiculous people, dog. I have no sympathy for y'all or anything that's going to happen to y'all in the future. Because everything about you is just evil. We sit here and watch little kids get shot in a school 6 years old, and you didn't give a fuck because you wanted your guns. But you're going to holler Lincoln Riley so you can say, get out, immigrants. Like, you use these things just to push your hate. You don't really give a fuck about her at all. You just hate immigrants. So soon as an immigrant do something, you're going to jump on that, and we're going to keep saying that. Lincoln Riley. Fucking idiots. The girl, the person who killed her, I hope they're in jail. But to sit here and act like her death is more important than all other deaths that happens in America is insane to me. Because she was killed by an immigrant. It's the same shit y'all did with the person in North Carolina, the black man who stabbed that immigrant girl who was from Ukraine. First, you hate immigrants, but when you see it was a white lady immigrant and she had blue eyes and blonde hair, oh my God, that black guy killed her. Now we see the same case where a white man comes in North Carolina and guns down 10, 15 people. Don't even know his name. Don't give a fuck about that guy. We don't care about him. We don't care about the death in North Carolina. He just shot 8 people. But the guy who stabbed the lady on the white girl, oh, let's put posters of her up on the wall. Let's remember her name. But when a white man shoots someone, oh, just forget about it. Go on. We don't care about that. We don't care. Like, y'all always use racism to push bullshit, dog. It's been done since the 80s. Bush did the same shit. Reagan did the same shit. Demonize. Use fear to get Republicans to go to the voting booth. Trump did it again, and y'all fall for it. The immigrants are killing everyone. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. You idiots fall for this shit. And as always, we're going to keep it factual. We're going to keep it respectful sometimes to some. To survive, and we're going to ask the question that matters the most. Who is being protected by Pam Bondi and the DOJ? Who are they protecting? What are they redacting? They're not supposed to redact anything else, but they're redacting anything. They don't care about the fucking victims. It's crazy. The Epstein Act was passed for them to unredact all information that is protecting or keeping people from out of the public eye of what is going on with the Epstein files. Now, we watched in Britain as people in Britain are paying the price over there for having to been around Epstein. Motherfuckers in royalty having to step down. What's happening here? Now, the Trumpers you're the second Trumper that had brought up Jay-Z. Y'all don't see Trump in the files, but everybody else y'all see. It's crazy, man. Y'all see, so you do know who's in the files. So you know about Trump's accusations in the files then, right? Or you just know about Jay-Z and you're just, you don't see anything else, just everybody else in the files, just not Trump. It is crazy how y'all want to hold everybody else to account that are in the files, but not Trump and his buddies. It's insane. Y'all really don't care about anyone else. You just straight play partisan bullshit. If it's found out that Bill Clinton is doing some shit, put his ass in jail. But not y'all. Protect Trump. I'll go to jail for you, Trump. I love you. That's y'all, man. Y'all insane, dude. All the sexual abuse and trafficking stuff that we know is going on with all these people, man, and all these people that was hanging Ludwig, and all the people that's in Trump's cabinet that's chilling out with these motherfuckers. Y'all Ludwig, whatever his name is. So Congress passed for what's being referred to as the Epstein Files Transparency Act, requiring the DOJ to publish huge amounts of Epstein-related materials, millions of pages, plus images and videos by a deadline. The DOJ didn't meet that deadline. The DOJ just did what the hell they wanted to and released what they wanted. They didn't follow the orders of the judges. The DOJ says this was a massive lift, 500 plus attorneys and reviewers and multiple layers of review, quality control, and they claim they were trying to protect victims' identities while meeting the deadline. But they didn't do any of that. Controversy exploded because lawmakers and survivors say some of the redactions looked inconsistent, like powerful names covered, while some of the victims' identifying info slipped through, allegedly. And that mix right there, that's that gasoline, man, because it creates the worst possible perception. You protected the rich and powerful while letting the victims' names slip through. So fuck the victims, we got to protect the powerful. Craziness. One of the most powerful moments reported Epstein survivors were sitting behind Pam Bondi today, and Representative Pramila Jayapal asked survivors to raise their hand if the DOJ had not met with them. And they all raised their hands because the DOJ do not give a fuck about what's going on with these victims. They are trying to protect Trump, and that's it. They haven't even talked to the victims. They said that they were going to do something about the Epstein files when they were running for this position. The Trump administration said the files are coming. We're going to get all of those people. That's what they said. People went and voted for them. Now they're in office. We don't know what you're talking about. We don't know anything about any files. There is no people that we're protecting. There's no more people that can be caught. We did everything that we can do. Lying. And look at his people. Well, Obama. Well, Biden. Well, Obama. Well, who's in office now, idiot? It is Trump. And right. Trump should be releasing the files like he said he was going to. Period. Obama, Biden. Yeah, Biden should have. I wish he would have released them. He didn't. He dropped the ball. They didn't do it. I wish. But we all know what y'all would have did if Biden would have released them. Fake news. It's not real. Yep. That's all y'all would have hollered. Just like y'all hollering now, it's all fake. Yeah. None of y'all would have just did everything you can to make sure that you felt it wasn't real. Trump would have said it's fake news and y'all would have all went with it. The visuals matters, man, because it turns into a political hearing into something human. And with that in the room, when the room is full of survivors, your tone matters, your words matter, your accountability matters. She didn't care about those victims today. She didn't care. They tried to make her apologize to the survivors today. Jayapal pressed Bondi to turn around and apologize directly to the survivors for the failure that the DOJ have put in place to protect the identities of the motherfucking people that was released. Bondi refused, called them demand theatrics, and said she expressed sorrow in her opening remarks, but she would not look at them and say she was sorry. There's a legal approach and then there's a moral approach, and she has neither. And if you think the hearing is political, those survivors are still fucking real. And refusing a direct apology on camera with survivors right behind you, people are going to really, that's pretty cold, man. She's a cold person. Even that's not how it was intended today. It was ridiculous they let those people's name out, man. Now those people have to live with this embarrassment. They've been trying to keep it under wraps for years to try to keep the victims' names out of the public. But what does the DOJ do under Pam Bondi? I agree with you, man. She's a horrible human. I've never seen someone I just straight up just want to punch in the face just by looking at them and how they talk. She is disgusting. Disgusting human being. The hearing escalated into personal insults. Bondi called Jamie Raskin a washed-up loser. Washed-up loser lawyer during the heated exchanges about accountability and who has or who hasn't been indicted. And here's what gets me is when it becomes a roast session, it stops being oversight and it starts being viral clip factory that doesn't help the survivors. It doesn't answer questions, and it doesn't catch the perpetrators of the people who are raping these girls for years. Representative Ted Lieu confronted Bondi over the Prince Andrew, who has been told to step down. He's lost his house. Thank you, See the Truth. We appreciate you. All these people have been held to account in Britain. But in America, nah, the rich get away with everything, man. Like this ass kissing we do for the rich in this country, man, is so disgusting.
We would rather ask the rich make more money than for us to get a pay raise.
Man, we're goofy. We got people who fight their last for the rich people. While they taking all them, hoarding all the money. Not helping anyone, hoarding. And they love it. And the people like Bill Gates, who was in the files too, he does so much to help people. And what do people do? Shit on him. We don't like him. Elon Musk don't give a dollar. And was in the files asking to come to the island and does nothing for anyone but trying to make $1 trillion. And y'all love Elon as he tries to buy elections. That's what he's done with his money, trying to get more power. That's why Clinton didn't show up for the fight. No, Clinton said they would testify publicly.
As long as Trump goes.
No, they said public. We want to do it public. They didn't say anything about Trump. They said we'll do it publicly. Republicans have backed off because they don't want to make it public. They want to have it behind closed doors for they can use this to try to take the pressure off Trump. And that's all they're doing. Oh, let's make it about Hillary and Bill Clinton. It's their fault. Anything to protect Trump. Craziness. And, this investigation is being closed and not anything being done right now. As we heard Kash Patel say, that there's nothing else that we're following up on. There's no other people in the files. And we see that that's wrong and that's a lie. He lied. He lied under oath. He lied. The FBI should be going after these people who are being protected. Period. He also referenced footage of Trump and Epstein together, arguing DOJ isn't holding powerful men accountable, and they aren't. Bondi whack-ass pushed back, and Lieu accused her of lying under oath and demanded she resign. She needs to resign. I wish they can take her out of office. She is the worst.
She needs to resign.
Resign immediately.
Something.
Multiple reports have emphasized there's no evidence Trump engaged in wrongdoing based solely on that clip that's coming out of these files. So we're not going to do a guilt by video and try to say that Trump is guilty, but he has a lot of smoke around him. And when there's smoke, there's usually fucking fire. Trump is smoking, man. The stuff that's coming out, the accusations that's coming out, horrible. But the political significance in this is the public wants clarity, man. And these hearings were supposed to bring that clarity. But Pam Bondi seems to just muck it up, not answer one question. And then came the moment that took over. Bondi bringing up the Dow, claiming it hit 50,000 and taking a swing at Raskin like you're a great stock trader, arguing the committee should focus on the economy. Like, these people are crazy. Oh, the stock market is doing really good. So that's the only thing you can. What about jobs, which is doing horrible? You know, they were supposed to bring 500,000 jobs for last year. That dropped down to like 250,000. They ain't doing shit. Their job numbers are horrible. And he fired the last person who came back and said, hey, the numbers has been recalculated lower. And he fired them. Well, no matter who you fire, your numbers are still going to be recalculated lower. Every month, this dude has only added about 50,000 jobs, dog. We are losing. People are being fired left and fucking right. It's bad right now. The economy is bad. Things are not getting better. So whether you agree or disagree with the pivot, here's the shit. This is what's going on. You're in a hearing about sex trafficking files and victim privacy, and you're yelling about the fucking Dow, the stock market. Pam Bondi is ridiculous. What the fuck am I lying about? We saw the video. What is that a lie about? All of us watched how she act, man. Y'all are so crazy. You'll do anything to protect Trump. That's why people felt like the room was spinning, because the subject matter is trauma, accountability, and justice. So market flex reads like deflection. And that's all fucking Pam Bondi did today was deflect, deflect, deflect. And this is key. It wasn't only Democrats report saying Republican Representative Tom Massey also came out, Republican. And he said a lot, man, about how the Trump administration is protecting all these pedos. Thomas Massey, the Republican, is leading it. So y'all can't say that it's a situation where it's just Democrats. Republicans are also asking for answers. And what is happening? Pam Bondi not answering one question. Massey tore into Bondi over redaction errors and what looked like over-redacting certain names while victims' information was mishandled. And Bondi fired back, accusing Massey of Trump derangement syndrome. Oh my fucking God. You gotta be the biggest loser ever to say that shit. When you say TDS, we already know that you're dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck. Trump derangement syndrome. So holding the president to account, holding you to account means derangement syndrome. Like, dude, this is dumb shit, man. This is dumb, third grade bullshit. I can't believe this was grown-ups acting like this today, but led by Pam fucking Stank Bondi. Disgusting. When you're talking about heat from both sides, that was what was going on today. That shit signals two things. The process may be generally complicated, and the role may still be unacceptable in the execution. The standards is not did you try. The standards is did you protect the victims and follow the fucking law? And the DOJ did neither. What DOJ says about why they redacted DOJ's written justification basically boils down to victim protection and legal required redactions, including victim identifying information, privacy protections, privileged materials, and materials covered by court orders. The DOJ also described multi-layer review and said they focused the vast majority of time on protecting victims' identity, but they failed miserably at doing it. What they did do well was protect the rich and powerful. Their names didn't slip out. They redacted and blacked out whole pages. Now we got additional quality control that's tied to court requirements. And we got things that should be happening in the background that is not happening. Over-redacted, powerful names hidden. Still. Wearing polo only buys you credibility. Why would I think wearing polo gets me credibility? It's a fucking jacket, man. I don't think it gets me credibility. I have all type jackets. I don't think my jacket gives me credibility. You're only goofy person who thinks that some clothes give you credibility. You got clothes on. You're goofy. So the credibility crisis, man, happens when the public sees two different standards. The rich and powerful get protected. The victims of the innocent and the victims, their names get leaked. Names of potential associates look covered while survivors' identity accidentally appear. That makes people feel like the system is upside down. And this is what is happening under the Trump administration right now. It's disgusting, disgusting stuff, man. And when the trust breaks, no one trusts the DOJ. It's bigger than one hearing. It affects everyone. They're telling you to just trust us. Don't believe your lying eyes. Don't listen to the news. Man, I'm with you there. It would be nice to have a non-divisive leader. We saw today that a black governor from Maryland was not invited to the governor's meeting with the president. I also saw that he wanted to just invite Republican governors. So I also saw that it's been called off because he only wanted to meet with Republicans. And the thing is, in a country where everybody is telling us that DEI is taking over and black people, One black governor in the fucking country. 50 fucking states, one black governor. You gonna tell me that we made all these strides? Like it's bad. Bad. And the people that they keep telling us who are hurting, and the people that they went and sued Nike for, white men, how many governors are they? Most of them are them. We got one black governor. So what people should see is, will the DOJ provide a clear redaction rationale report? And that's what Congress was really, really focusing on and trying to get. We want a better report. We want to know why these redactions occurred. What was withheld and why? But with the legal basis. DOJ says that part of the required following up. Will survivors be formally engaged, and will there be a process for them to flag harm and request fixes? The DOJ says it welcomes continued engagement with victims and counsel, but that doesn't seem to be happening. And politically, does this become a clips war, or does it produce actual fucking accountability? It seems like we are never going to get accountability, so it's just going to be a clip war. Because if oversight becomes a content form, survivors get used as scenery. And that's evil work, but that's what we're going through today. And we're saying it plainly. Protect the fucking victims. What is going on? Stop protecting the rich. Protect the victims. Protect the people that are going through these things. Now, we pulled a couple of moments, some of the clips that we found able to find today that was talking about this in this hearing. And how can I name the redacted names, brother? The names are redacted. How would I know who they are if they're redacted? Make me understand that, my guy. They're redacted. That means they're blocked. I can't see them. So none of us can name the redacted names. That's what we are upset about. Goodness. These people need to share responsibility. To spread the names of victims of craziness. Sharing screenshots that expose victims and don't protect these people. Disgusting stuff. We're going to leave it there today, man. We appreciate y'all coming through and hollering at us. Right on Ryan, right on everyone that gave to us. Aisha's out with a cold. I didn't want to have her talk too much today, so we let her just run the boards because she's sick over here, dying, can barely breathe.
Yeah, I'm suffering over it. Anyway. Go straight to the store and give me some medicine. Yeah.
It's tough, man. But we're going to keep holding these people to account. I don't care what these people say. I'm gonna keep yelling until it's right. And if it's a Democrat, I would hold them to the same account. I don't give a fuck about which side it's from. Either side, left, right, central, north, south. I don't give a fuck. But y'all have a great rest of y'all Wednesday, and we will see you back here on Saturday morning, man. Let's get it going. Have a good day. Peace out.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.
Cave Creek in the NSA parking lot.